Hey Puppy Trades, I wanted to do a video analysis update of Tesla, Netflix, Advanced Micro Devices, the oil sector, XLE and XOM, NIO, and we're also going to talk about the great clues that the travel and leisure sector gave us today, or gave us this week. Okay, but first, I want to say that if you haven't figured it out from my absence from FinTwit recently, or the fact that I say y'all in every video, I have been dealing with rolling blackouts this week. Very tough, very rough. No running water, no electricity, but it's starting to get better. Don't feel bad for me, okay? There was a lot of people who had it a lot worse than I did. And I also want to say, if you have a variable electric plan, there's a lot of people who woke up in the South and they had some crazy electric bills, okay? So make sure you know what type of electric bill plan you have. If it's variable, it's kind of like selling an option. It will work out for a little bit, but one morning you're going to wake up realizing that you could have lost infinitely more money than you invested. Okay, let's get right back into the charts. I have two questions. One, where are my airline bulls? Where are my cruise line bulls? I think we finally got our week. Okay, I think we finally got our week. Jets closed above this early December high, so I love to see that. Delta Airlines closed above this early December high. Carnival Cruise Lines closed above this early December high. That's great confirmation. Great confirmation for us. Great confirmation for the stock market. And I also want to say that if you are a United Airlines bull or a Boeing bull, you see Jets, you see Delta Airlines, you see Carnival Cruise Lines close above this early December high. In your mind, that's already happened for your stock. Okay, Boeing and United Airlines, they're going to play follow the leader. They're going to follow Jets. They're going to follow United Airlines. They're going to follow Carnival Cruise Lines above this 1204 high. Okay, so if you're not an airline bull, if you're not a cruise line bull, I want to ask you, are you bearish the stock market right now? And if you open this video, bearish the stock market, you know, you have a very serious problem. Okay, and that problem is that you stare at the S&P 500 way too much. Okay, and that's a huge issue. Okay, let me tell you a secret. I don't care where SPY goes. I don't care where SPY goes at all. The only reason I look at SPY is because I'm a guru. Okay, I'm a guru. People want to know where I think SPY is going. Okay, but the only people who actually make money staring at SPY all day are called subscription service gurus, okay? They make money telling average people that the stock market is about to crash, okay? It's a lot more sexy, it's a lot more fun to say SPY is going to crash than it is to say, hey, the airline sector is breaking out of a massive base, or hey, the oil sector is incomplete until XLE reaches 51. Okay, that doesn't get them a lot of subscribers. You know what it does? Saying SPY is going to crash. Okay, so if you came into this video with any type of bearish bias, that's a huge issue because it shows that you have not been listening to what the stock market is telling you. Okay, you're staring at SPY all day. You need to stop that. Okay, this is Jets, 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 just broke out of a beautiful bull flag. Okay, it closed above this early December high. It has a beautiful pitchfork with reactions on the median and reactions on the lower bound. It closed above this high from early December. So did Delta Airlines. So did Carnival Cruise Lines. You know what that means? United Airlines and Boeing, they're going to close above this high too. Okay? But right now, very simple, Jets bull flag equal X target will conservatively take Jets to 28. So if Jets has a very clear setup where it is going to 28 at the very minimum, you should not be bearish the stock market heading into next week. Okay, we have a gorgeous reaction on this median. We have gorgeous reactions now on the lower bound. Oh, pitchforks don't work. Yes, they do. Okay, we're going back into the lower bound. We're going back to the median. That's why I say that 28 is actually a conservative target because as we can see, the median of this pitchfork is much higher than 28. Okay, let's look at Delta Airlines. Same thing. Delta Airlines also closed above this early December high, confirmed that this bull flag was in fact too to 3 months, 2.5 months of consolidation with declining volume. It's closed above this early December high, and it is going to the bull flag minimum target of 52. So if we believe that Delta Airlines and Jets are to be considered incomplete until they go on a run higher, we're not going to be bearish the stock market heading into next week. Okay, this is the one that really gets me. You're bearish the stock market with Carnival Cruise Lines closing up 7.43%, closing above this early December high. That's a problem. The travel and leisure sector sent you a message this week. Okay? If you opened this video bearish, you didn't listen. And that's the issue. You're staring at SPY too much. You need to stop that. Okay? Look, we connect this low with this high and this low. Gorgeous reactions on the median of this pitchfork. Now, when I say gorgeous reactions, I am specifically referring to the wicks of daily candles reaching and tagging the median of this pitchfork. We see how this daily candle tags the median. We see how this daily candle tags the median. Now we have a very clean reaction off the lower bound. We closed above the early December high, just like Delta Airlines, just like Jets. So Carnival Cruise Lines is incomplete until it reaches the bull flag equal legs target of 30. Remember, that's a minimum target. Because in reality, we believe that Carnival Cruise Lines will go all the way back to the median of this pitchfork. And if you're a classical trader, what's this called? This is the cup and handle, textbook definition of a cup and handle pattern. We've closed above this high. So I think if you're a airline bull, if you're a Carnival Cruise Line bull, you have a lot to look forward to heading into next week. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if we hear some really good news about stimulus from Aunt Janet on Sunday. Okay? Just keep an eye out for that. United Airlines closed up 6.83% today. So United Airlines closes up nearly 7%. Carnival Cruise Lines does close up 7%. And if you open this video bearish, that's a problem because you're ignoring a massive elephant in the room. Carnival Cruise Lines has closed above this early December high. It's proven that all of this consolidation was just that, consolidation. Carnival Cruise Lines, incomplete until it reaches 30. Delta Airlines, closed above this early December high. It's incomplete until it reaches 52. United Airlines is going to play follow the leader. It closed up 6.83% today. So if you open this video bearish, that's a problem because you're not listening to the stock market. Okay? Wave 1, wave 2, minimum wave 3 target will take United Airlines to 58. I don't think chasing any of the airlines or any of the cruise lines here is a good idea. I think if you are an airline bull and you are a cruise line bull, you have a lot to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. And if you're a general stock market bull, you have a lot to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. Because look at Jets. This whole airline ETF has closed above the early December high. It has gorgeous reactions on the median of this pitchfork. Now it's heading back to the lower bound. Look at that. Look at that great reaction on the lower bound of the pitchfork. It's heading back into the lower bound. Jets is incomplete until it reaches 28.83. Okay, I tweeted about DraftKings. When it was at 51, I said that it was heading to the minimum target of 71. It showed up on my screener. This is my favorite screener. The low bottom 5 within IV index mean range. It showed up on this screener, letting us know that a large move was coming. Sure enough, within a few days, DraftKings, this is my untouched chart, went from 51 to a new all-time high. So DraftKings looks like it's heading to this minimum wave 3 target of 71. So if you expect DraftKings, United Airlines, Delta Airlines, Carnival Cruise Lines, and Jets to go on a run higher in the next couple of weeks, you are not expecting the stock market will crash during that time. Okay, this is the travel and leisure sector. Okay, the whole travel and leisure sector is going to go on a run higher. You shouldn't be bearish the stock market. Okay? We haven't even looked at SPY. We haven't even looked at SPY yet. And we know that it is silly to be bearish to the market right now. We've been looking at XLE as our primary guide for where this market is going. Surprise, surprise, XLE closed above this high, confirmed that this was all consolidation. And XLE, how long have we had this count? XLE, wave 1, ABC, wave 2, the wave 3 minimum target is 51. Realistically, it's going to go all the way to the median of this pitchfork. Okay? So, if you really want my respect, bears, and I've been saying this for a while, and it's starting to get a little too far away, but bears, you got to get XLE below 38 before I'll even listen to you. Okay? You have to get XLE below 38. You have to get XLE below 37, and you can't do it. XLE, the whole oil sector, keeps making new highs. Okay, so I don't need to stare at SPY all day if I have a gorgeous wave count on XLE, wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, the minimum wave 3 target for XLE is 51. Realistically, it's going to reach the median of this pitchfork. Look at that gorgeous reaction on the median of this pitchfork. Look at this gorgeous reaction on the median of the pitchfork. A gorgeous reaction is when a wick of a daily candle perfectly strikes the median of a pitchfork. When I set up my pitchforks, I do it in combination of Elliott wave theory. I take the beginning of wave 1, connect it with the high of wave 1 and the low of wave 2. The target for wave 3 is the median. Okay, the other way you get a conservative wave 3 target is by taking the length of wave 1 and placing it at the wave 2 low. Okay, so XLE, we haven't been looking at SPY. Okay, you don't need to look at SPY. You know where oil is going. You know where healthcare is going. You know where real estate's going. You know where travel and leisure is going. You don't care where SPY is going. Okay? There's no reason to even consider being bearish this stock market until 51 or the median of this pitchfork is reached for XLE. We definitely, bears, if you want my respect, get XLE below 38.94. But that's starting to get a little far away, so I'm going to have to give you, I'm going to have to throw you a bone, and I'll say, hey, okay, fine, bears, get, in the very short term, because XLE, getting below 38 is a little far. In the very short term, I'll give you a sticker if you can get ExxonMobil below this low of 48. But I don't even think you're going to be able to do that. Okay, ExxonMobil keeps making new highs. So if you take the length of this wave 1 and you place it at the wave 2 low, ExxonMobil is incomplete until it reaches 56. It is incomplete until it reaches the median of this pitchfork. It keeps making new highs. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense to be bearish the stock market when you know ExxonMobil is incomplete until this pitchfork median. XLE, a whole ETF full of oil stocks, is incomplete until it reaches this median of the pitchfork. Jets just broke out of a bull flag. United Airlines closed up 6.83% today. Delta Airlines closed above this bull flag, and it is going to the minimum target of 52. Carnival Cruise Lines closes up 7.43%. If you open this video bearish, that's a problem. You're staring at SPY all day. Carnival Cruise Lines just told you the travel and leisure sector has much higher to go. Okay? DraftKings, another travel and leisure play, another reopening play, is incomplete until it reaches the median of this pitchfork. It's incomplete until it reaches 71. Okay? So, bears, if you really want a sticker, I'll give you a bone. Get ExxonMobil below 48 next week, and I'll give you a sticker. But I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Realistically, though, to be completely honest, I'm going to need to see ExxonMobil below 44. I'm going to need to see XLE below 38.94, okay? So that's my general stock market update. I hope you like it. This is Tesla, okay? I've made a name for myself predicting where Tesla's going to go. On October 30th, I said that Tesla was going to go to the lower bound of this pitchfork. It was going to go to the equal legs target and time and price of 607. 3 to 4 weeks from October 30th, I believe it reached 607 like the first week of December. So it was about 4.5 weeks from this post. Okay? Then, once Tesla started breaking out, I said, wait a minute. It looks like this is a giant bull flag on Tesla. And Tesla is incomplete until it reaches 764 by March, right? Everyone said, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. No, it was conservative. It was conservative. Okay, so let's talk about where Tesla's going to go now. Okay, if we remember this basic bull flag, very basic bull flag, was from taking the length of this move in time and price and placing it at this low from this bull flag. Okay, so this is the entire length of the March low to the September high, placed at the September low. That's where we got 764 from. Okay, this same metric, which PayPal has already reached, which Square Cash has already reached, is how we know that SPY will be hitting 460 this summer. Of course, it's not going to do that in a straight line. But Tesla reached the bull flag minimum target. Okay, I think Tesla has higher to go. Okay, so, this is a setup. The invalidation level for this setup is going to be 705. We're going to talk about where those numbers come from right now. But remember, we can recreate this bull flag on SPY and QQQ, and Tesla has already reached the equal legs target. So that's how we know SPY is going to reach 460 this summer. We don't think it's going to do that in a straight line. But this is very clear. Very clear. A huge component of the stock market has already gone the length of the run from the March low to the September high, placed at the September low. Okay, you can recreate these bull flags on SPY. You can recreate these bull flags on QQQ. And that's how we know that SPY and QQQ will go to the bull flag equal legs target this summer. For SPY, that's 460. No, SPY will not do that in a straight line. Let's talk about Tesla right now and see what this run up in the next few weeks that we're looking for in the stock market could look like through the eyes of one of the most important components of the stock market. Okay, so this is Tesla. I believe Tesla went on a wave 1 from this low, and then it completed a wave 2 correction. We'll label this in a second, but then it went on a wave 3 higher. So I believe this high right here is a wave 3, and I believe this low of 762 is a wave 4. Okay, we're going to get really nitty-gritty into this count. But remember, in Elliott wave theory, wave 5 is at the very minimum, the length of wave 1. I think that's what we're going to see Tesla go reach. Okay, let's talk about how we can get this count. Let's talk about some invalidation levels. Okay, so I really like this count. I really like this setup in Tesla right here. You want to have a really, this isn't investment advice. If a trader theoretically wanted to have a very tight stop loss on Tesla, I think 762 would do it. But 705 is going to be the invalidation level. This is going to be very similar to Mara and Bitcoin. By the way, I got to give myself a little pat on the back. In this video I posted January 23rd, I said that Mara reaching 28 by the end of February was very conservative. I said that Bitcoin reaching 54,000 by mid-March was very conservative. Both of those things have happened. Okay, so we're going to use these exact same wave principles from this video. We're going to use these exact same wave principles from this video that I go very in-depth on. So go watch this video. I get a little more nitty-gritty towards the second half of this video into Marathon Patent Group and Bitcoin. But these minimum targets, these exact same principles that I'm going to go over on Tesla, were how we knew Bitcoin reaching 54,000 by mid-March was going to be very conservative. And it's how we knew that Marathon Patent Group reaching 28 by the end of February was going to be very conservative. Let's get back to Tesla real quick and our Elliott wave principles. So this is our wave 1. This is our wave 2. This is our wave 3. How do we know it's wave 3? Because it's longer than wave 1. Plain and simple. This wave 3 is longer than wave 1. That's giving us a very good hint that this is a wave 3. So we go 1, 2, wave 3, and then from wave 3, we look for our classic sideways wave 4 consolidation. We go A, B, C. Now, how do we know that wave C is likely complete? Because in Elliott wave theory, wave C is at least the length of wave A, typically. Now, wave C can be truncated. That just means it's slightly shorter. That's allowed to happen. Okay, but wave C normally is at least the length of wave A. That's why I use equal lines to find the best places to buy. We have A, B, C correction from this wave 3 high of 900.40. Now, the reason that 705 is the invalidation level is because wave C typically is at least the 1-to-1 equal legs length of wave A, and at most, it's the 161.8% extension of wave A. So we really don't want to see Tesla below 705. And from an Elliott wave principle standpoint, wave 4, the low of wave 4, cannot breach the high of wave 1. Okay, so the high of wave 1 is 654. We definitely can't see Tesla below 654. A very tight stop loss for this trade, theoretically, will be 762. So we're going to go over these wave principles real quick. We want to see 762 hold. We go wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 is greater than the length of wave 1. We have our sideways ABC correction for wave 4. So wave C cannot go below 705, or we have to worry that this could be an impulse down. It doesn't look like an impulse down. It doesn't look like this is the top for Tesla. It looks like this is sideways consolidation. So this is really helping our market thesis, along with the travel and leisure sector, along with the oil stocks, that the market's going to take another leg higher. Okay, so let's look at Tesla right now. Some Elliott wave principles. Wave 4, the low of wave 4 cannot go below the high of wave 1. So we can't see Tesla go below 654. Wave C normally should not be longer than the 161.8% extension of wave A. So the invalidation level for this trade is 705. The tight stop loss for this trade is 762. That's a very tight stop loss, okay? Just be aware of that. Now, do I think, a trade on Tesla here is the best idea? Maybe, maybe not. What's really important to see, though, is that the minimum wave 5 target, based on our Elliott wave principles, is 1,018, okay? If 762 holds as the low, we will see Tesla, at the very minimum, go to the length of wave 1, placed at this low. This was from 1110 to 1210. So this is a 1-month run. So in the next month, we should see Tesla take another leg higher to 1,018. So very tight stop loss. Understand this is a very tight stop loss. The invalidation level is 705. It's that because that's the 161.8% extension of wave A. So 705 is the invalidation level. If Tesla, for a very tight stop, holds above 762, it will take another leg higher. And in the next month, I believe that Tesla will reach 1,018. So if Tesla's going to 1,000 at the very minimum, and remember, that's the minimum target because that's the length of wave 1 in time and price placed at the wave 4 low. Wave 5 has to be at least the length of wave 1. Okay? So at the very minimum, we expect that in the next month, Tesla will reach 1,018. We're not going to be bearish to stock market. We're not going to be bearish to stock market if we expect there's another like higher in travel and leisure. We're not going to be bearish to stock market if we expect that oil stocks are incomplete to the upside. We're not going to be bearish to stock market if we expect Tesla is going to take another run higher to a wave 5 minimum target of 1,018. So remember, if 762, that's a very tight stop loss. 705 is the invalidation. I'm not going to update Tesla unless 705 is broken. We're going to see Tesla go at minimum the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 4 low. That's going to take Tesla to 1,018 in the next 4 weeks. Okay? So that's really lining up with what we're seeing in jets and what we're seeing in United Airlines and what we're seeing in Delta Airlines. Another surge higher in the stock market. Okay? And I think Tesla might be leading the way. Okay? So if Tesla's going to go to 1,000 and XLE is incomplete until 52, 51, we're not going to be bearish to stock market. Okay, I really like this setup. This is probably one of the best setups in the market right now. This is Netflix. We talked about Netflix a lot. I previously tweeted that a dip to 540 would provide the optimal entry for Netflix. We got that dip to 540 today. So the idea is that Netflix formed the beautiful bull flag during the length of this run from 317 to 713. Okay, so 317 to 713 is less than 4 months. It's less than 4 months. So now that we've broken out and back tested this bull flag, the bull flag equal legs target from a classical trading standpoint without any wave theory is 742. It's 742 in 3.5 months. So what that could spell is that at some point we're going to have a rotation from these oil stocks and from these bank stocks and from these airline stocks. At some point in the future, we could see a rotation back into stay-at-home stocks. I think Netflix is a good setup right now. I think there's a very nice risk-reward ratio for Netflix. Another reason I really like Netflix is because it is a bull flag, equal legs, breakout and back test setup. It's also a very good Elliott wave theory standpoint setup. Okay? So if we take the length of this bull flag in time and price, we have gorgeous declining volume bars. We have our great high volume breakout to new all-time highs, confirming that this was over 6 months of consolidation. So that's great to see that all of this was over 6 months of consolidation. That's building up energy for a huge move. This large gap on earnings with high volume confirmed that that move is going to be to the upside. So purely from a bull flag standpoint, we expect in the next 3.5 months, we're going to see we're going to see Netflix reach 742. Okay, from an Elliott wave standpoint, we go on a wave 1 as we break out of this bull flag. When we back test this bull flag, we have a wave 2. So I really like the risk reward ratio here. This setup is invalid if 515 is broken. If 515 is broken on Netflix, this setup is completely invalid. Okay? That doesn't mean all hell's going to break loose for Netflix. It just means that this particular setup is invalid. What could we see? What could we see is that this is still completing an ABC correction from this high. The reason I don't think that's the case is because if wave C is the length of wave A, that could potentially take Netflix below these lows of 493. We don't want to see that. Okay? But for right now, we're going to say that the invalidation level and the stop loss level is 515. So I really like that. So this is a wave 1. This is a wave 2 when we back test this bull flag. So 515, that's a very important level for bulls. We believe that Netflix is going to go to the length of this bull flag in time and price. That's going to take Netflix to 742 in the next 3.5 months. Okay? from an Andrews pitchfork standpoint, we have a really nice pitchfork, in my opinion. Great reactions on the median of this pitchfork. Great reactions on the median. Great reactions on the lower bound. Netflix is going to 742. This bull flag equal legs target in the next 3.5 months. It's going to the median of this pitchfork as well. Let's talk about an Elliott wave standpoint. This is our wave one when we break out from the earnings pop, when we break out of this bull flag. When we back test this bull flag, we put in a wave two at 515. Now I believe we are going to go to the 161.8% extension for wave three. That's going to take Netflix to 659. We have a shallow wave four correction, and then our wave five will ultimately take Netflix to 742. So Netflix and AMD right now, these are probably more swing trade setups. We'll talk about AMD next. But Netflix, we are expecting 742 to be reached in the next 3.5 months for waves 3, 4, and 5 higher, so long as 515 holds as the low. Great risk-reward ratio on Netflix right here. Let's talk about advanced micro devices. I really like this setup. Like Netflix, this is an Elliott wave setup. This is also a very textbook bull flag breakout and back test setup. So what's a bull flag? It's when you go on a thrust higher, you consolidate sideways into your perfect flag with declining volume bars confirming bullish consolidation. And then you break out of the bull flag, and then ideally you get a second entry when you back test this bull flag. So I really like this right here. I believe that you take the length of this first leg of the bull flag and you place it at this bull flag low from the consolidation, that above 73, and 73 is not the stop loss level. That's just letting you know. We place the length of the first leg of the bull flag at the low of the bull flag consolidation. We believe advanced micro devices is going to go to 118. So from a time target standpoint, we've already broken out and back tested this bull flag. We've built up a lot of energy for a move higher. We also saw advanced micro devices on the eye volatility bottom 5 within IV screener. So we know that implied volatility is extremely low right now, and that's supporting this thesis that advanced micro devices has built up a lot of energy for a large move. Our technical analysis says that move is going to be to the upside. I also really love this gorgeous pitchfork in advanced micro devices. You take this low, connect it with this high and this low. Great reactions on the median. Look at these two reactions on the median of this pitchfork, where these daily candles, the wicks tag the median. The wicks tag the median. Now we have these reactions on the lower bound. I believe advanced micro devices is heading back to the lower bound and back to the median of this pitchfork. We see that this is from 629 to 902. That's approximately 2 months. It's less than 2.5 months. So AMD has already broken out and back tested this bull flag. So we believe that the conservative target for time for AMD is going to be the length of the first leg of the bull flag placed at the low of the bull flag. We've already had our breakout and back test. So I think in the next 9 weeks, in the next 2.5 months, we're going to see advanced micro devices reach 118. It is going to go to the lower bound of the pitchfork, and it's going to go to the median of this gorgeous pitchfork. This pitchfork is gorgeous. Look at these reactions. We take this low, we connect this high and this low. We have great reactions. Look at that reaction on the median for this daily candle, reactions on the median for these daily candles, reactions on the lower bound. AMD is heading back to the lower bound of this pitchfork. It's heading back to the median of this pitchfork. Okay, so I love this AMD setup from a classical standpoint and from an Elliott wave standpoint. I believe the breakout of this bull flag was our wave 1. We had an ABC correction to put in a wave 2. So I think a tight stop loss for this trade is 84. Realistically, though, this low from this bull flag breakout of 81 is what I really want to see hold. Okay, so if AMD is above 81 to 84, I expect that we are going to go the length of the first leg of the bull flag, placed at the low of the bull flag. That's going to take AMD to 118 in the next 9 weeks, in the next 2.5 months. 8 to 10 weeks, I would say, is my target. The reason that we are getting 118 is because that is the length of this bull flag, and time and price places this bull flag low. We break out of the bull flag, we back test the bull flag, we're heading back to the lower bound of the pitchfork, we're heading back to the median of this pitchfork. One last setup that I really like is NIO. Very similar to Tesla, which should be a surprise to nobody, because Tesla and NIO are birds of a feather. They flock together. NIO forms a gorgeous bull flag from 9/24 to 11/24, exactly 2 months, and now NIO has broken out of this bull flag, ABC correction. It has back tested this bull flag. So I think there's a nice risk-reward ratio on NIO right here. I want to see this low of 94 hold as a low. Pretty solid risk-reward ratio in my opinion. Look at this gorgeous declining volume, confirming that all of this is sideways consolidation. So NIO has a wave 1 when it breaks out of this bull flag, and A, B, C correction. We're at the equal X target for wave C. So, I really like the risk-reward ratio here. If NIO is above 49, I expect it is going to go the length of wave 1, placed at this wave 2 low. That takes NIO to 81. And if we take this bull flag, leg 1, this 2-month run, we place it at this low, then that's going to take NIO to 78. So 78 to 81, that's our target range. I believe NIO will hit 78 to 81 in the next 2 months, so long as this low of 49 holds as the low. Okay?